Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Jasmine here. Welcome back. So it is week 5. I just ended week 5 and just here with another update on how school is going. Currently it is Friday the 31st. Whoa. It's Friday the 31st and I just left class. So technically we weren't supposed to have class today, but on our first day of lecture I had to leave class early because I had a situation with my car that I had to take care of. So I was doing really good in class and I felt like, I was retaining the information, and I just chose that day because it was the first day and I was like, how much can I miss? But anyway, so I missed an hour and we are a how do they say it? Basically, I think it's called like a clock hour program. Basically meaning like you need to be there for the exact amount of hours in order to pass the program. So even if you're like late an hour or whatever, you have to make it up. So that's what I did today. So yeah, I went there for an hour. They gave me like makeup material to hand in, and then I got to leave. So now I'm on my way to run some errands, but this is literally the only time that I'll have to update you guys once again in my car. So because I have a big exam coming up on Monday that I really need to study for. So when I go home, I'm not going to be doing anything but studying. So Monday the 27th, we had our A&P exam. I did fairly well on my exam. I haven't gotten my official grade yet, but after every exam we do go over our answers, and then you kind of like have an idea of the grade that you got by checking your answers. So I did really well on that, and I am really proud because I was very nervous, but I did a good job. Let me tell you guys a little bit about what we're learning now. So in A&P right now, we're in the nervous system. So we're learning about the nervous system. Previously we did bones and the skeletal and muscular system. So I believe that's the test that I had on Monday. And yeah, I was freaking out because I was like, how am I going to remember all this stuff? Now, once again, like I've been saying, it is hard, but it's not as hard as if you've taken an A&P course from like a 4-year college. Like it's very like scratching the surface. Like I remember when I took A&P when I was going to when I was attempting to get my associates in health science, and like I'm telling you, it's nothing compared to what we have to learn for this program. Like we in college we literally had to know like every bone in the skull, and with this one it was like not like that. So like I said, it's very like scratching the surface, but it's still hard because it's still, memorizing stuff, and I struggled a little bit. So I'm glad I did relatively well. And then like I told you guys before, whenever we have an exam in the morning, we always have lectures in the afternoon. So right now in fundamentals of nursing, we are learning about safety. We're learning about like how to avoid incidents, not only for the patients but for yourself. So like body mechanics, how to lift, how to bend, how to make sure you don't have back injuries, and also how to prevent patient harm by practicing like safety precautions, standard precautions. So that's what we're learning about in fundamentals now. So we did that on Monday. And then Tuesday was our lab. Lab is when we learn like the hands-on skills. So for lab this Tuesday, we are doing vital signs. If I haven't already mentioned this before, I volunteered as an EMT. So I pretty much know how to do these things already. It's just like a refresher for me. So like blood pressure, taking a pulse, yeah. Also in funds we have medical math. So right now we're learning how to like read labels and do the equation D over A times V. Doctor's order over availability. So if you guys want me to like show you stuff that I'm learning in school, just leave a comment and I'll show you like what we do in math. If you would just want like a heads up, or if you like are in school as well and you just like need help. I'm not the best student, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I know what I'm doing at math. So if you want me to show you like conversions and stuff like that, I think I'll do a video like that just for fun. So yeah, so that's what we did on Tuesday. On Wednesday was our funds quiz. And honestly, I bombed this quiz. Like, I didn't fail, but I didn't do as well as I normally do. And I felt like I got a little bit overconfident in funds and I didn't study. Because, like, for me, funds is just common sense. Not everybody has common sense, but for me, for me, it's common sense. Like, for funds, like, I can kind of, like, feel okay if I have a quiz or an exam coming up. And I honestly, I'm gonna be real, I got a little overconfident. I'm like, I don't have to study, I'm doing good in funds, and I bombed my quiz. Now, I'm not really more so upset about the grade. I'm upset that I have a exam on Monday and I did so bad on the quiz. So obviously if you do bad on the quiz, that means you have a chance on doing bad on the exam. So I'm really gonna try to study this weekend. For funds, I feel like the main thing you have to do is just memorize and understand the vocabulary. Like, just go through the chapters that you're being tested on, pick out all the vocabulary words, and just really try to like memorize and understand them, and that's how you pass. There were a lot of like acronyms that I did not remember and I didn't study for it because I felt overconfident and I bombed it. So this weekend I am definitely going to, you know, make an effort to memorize. Okay, and then on Thursday, as you guys know, we have clinicals. But this specific Thursday, thinking it's a regular day, I drive to clinical and my teacher's like, my clinical instructor, she's like, do you guys want the bad news first or the good news? And we're like, yeah, we want the bad news. She's like, well, we can't practice clinicals here because the facility has the state coming. And we're just like, okay, so what do we do? She's like, we have to go all the way back to school. Now, mind you, as I told you guys before, my clinical site is very close to my house. It's like 15 minutes. And then the school is like 40 minutes away. So I was tight. I was like, I know, you know, there's some instances where they cannot tell us beforehand that, you know, we don't have clinicals, we have to go to school. So I was just like, you know what, just let it roll off my shoulder, whatever, it's fine. So I almost reared into somebody. So yeah, so we ended up not having clinicals, and then we went to school and we were basically like doing nothing. I mean, they tried to give us work. They made us do like nursing care plans. I mean, and then we practiced like doing vital signs, which, you know, it was good to practice, but I was like, come on, like, just let us go home. We got to leave a little bit early, so that was okay. And then yeah, today is Friday. I'm just making up my time that I missed. So yeah, that was really it for week 5. After this, I feel like the gear is gonna be switched up a little higher. So I'm just bracing myself. as far as like personally, I don't feel like super stressed out. Like, I feel like I'm like pacing myself, and I'm really trying to like stay calm and like not stress out and just go with the flow. So I feel good about this month. I feel like I definitely could have done better, but I'm just happy I'm passing. Like, that's it. And I'm not passing by like the minimum. I'm doing pretty good, so I'm proud of myself. I've never been like an A student in my life. Like, I've always been a DF student. So I'm really proud of myself. I'm like, and that just goes to show you that I'm like actually interested in what I'm learning. But anyway, at this point I'm just rambling, so I'm just gonna end this video. And if you guys have any video suggestions for me that I can do other than these update videos, please let me know, because I will try my best to do them. And don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more updates in the future. And follow me on Instagram. My Instagram is HeyJasmineJoy, the same as my YouTube channel. And thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.